But we're going to get into our current events of the day. One of the things that's been going on in the news has been a topic of conversation. The brother Meek Mill has been sentenced
break that down for us, Z.
Huh?
Break that down for us.
Well, we're going to break it down, brother, so for having consistently be broke. He's been sentenced for 2 to 4 years for breaking probation. And what he did to break his probation is pop a wheelie without a helmet on a dirt bike. And that broke his probation.
Also,
go get him, Shay.
Also, they found Percocets in the system, which also is a violation. You can't have narcotics.
Oh yeah, they found
Percocets in the system,
and this is what we're going to talk about today because there's a lot of response from a lot of people with this go around. But I want to present some of the facts of the situation.
I think it's.
Let's present the facts when we get into the response of it.
No, it's not even the facts of it. It's like what you said about people. It grabbing up a lot of people's attention, and I just want to put two things on the table with our people, maybe people in general, but I always say our people because that's who I deal with. We have certain aspects of us that pay attention to the culture, commentary, history, media in general, and literature and all those, and information. Let's say information, but it gets missed by another segment that only pays attention or mostly pays attention to pop culture or black pop culture. Meaning, and I'm saying this to say, a lot of us got into Michelle Alexander's book, The New Jim Crow. When that came out, it grabbed a lot of us with the information, with the research, to put information with our emotions.
Right.
Like we already felt it was unjust, but she articulated for us.
Right.
But a lot of people that missed it are now having the discussion because of Meek Mills.
Right. Which is good.
About the system.
It could be good, bad. Otherwise, I don't get into when somebody arrives at the party. Long as y'all at the party,
Yes,
having
that's
had
my point.
had a
That's
plate
my
at the
point.
table.
That's my
Now,
point.
one of the things about it, because my thing is, this is why we talk about these current events on the Hustler Culture Show. Not that we just want to be another person to gossip about certain things, but a lot of times the current event that everyone is talking about allows us to talk about things we've been trying to talk about anyway. That's what being a hustler of culture is. You take what exists and be expedient with it. Oh, let's utilize that to build the culture. Let's utilize that to build the culture. So right now, we're going to get into this Meek Mill conversation to build the culture. Now, one of the things about the situation, the prosecutors didn't want jail time.
Didn't want jail.
They didn't want jail time, but the judge... That's a big thing. It's a big piece. Now, the judge took it upon herself to get a brother jail time, which makes a lot of people speculate that she had a personal vendetta. Another thing that made people... Or agenda. Another thing that made people think the same thing, because I heard someone say this, that when she mentioned that, you've been thumbing your nose at the court. You know what I mean? You always breaking probation, you coming back, and then you just keep doing the same thing. I told you to go feed the homeless. You know what I'm saying? I show up there, and you're not feeding the homeless.
Stop right there.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get it. No, let me get it. Let me get it. Now, what's other judges and attorneys have said that, wait a minute, no judge
takes
the time to... I'm telling you, I'm getting there, Shax. Let me get there, bro.
There you go.
You know what I mean? That's why me and Shax work well together. Because I miss something. He's like, don't miss it.
Wait.
It gets worse. Yeah. But, yeah.
Hip-hop reference.
Onyx, if y'all don't get that, that's a problem. That's why y'all watching the show. But like my man Shay said, that's something that's out of the norm. Like, judges don't show up to see if you're doing the community service.
Pick up trash on the
they don't show up for that. Like, why is this judge? And I won't even get into the other thing. Well, I'm gonna get into it because I don't like to pass the gossip part. One of the parts was that she has said that she wanted him to leave Rock Nation and come do business with some folk that she wanted to do it. Like, she was trying to get some personal business done with the brother. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not confirmed, but I just throwing it out there because we're painting a picture here. Now, so one side of the thing is that it's totally unjust. Is extra that, you know what I mean, the way that she's going hard to get this man these couple years. Even the governor has weighed in. The governor of Pennsylvania has weighed in and said that this is too much. You know what I mean? That you're going to get this man 2 to 4 years for this type of situation, right? That's one side of the argument. Now, So one side of the argument is, he's being railroaded. It's being extra. Criminal justice system so unjust. We understand that. Boom. Other side of it is, this is what I've been seeing a lot of on Facebook and what have you. That's what he get. I hear a lot of that's what he get. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do X, Y, and Z.
Or even deeper. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
I just heard fuck Meek.
Yeah, fuck Meek. Yeah, we can say that on Hustle Culture Radio Show. Some people said that. I'm not saying fuck Meek, but you know what I'm saying? Some people have said such. And, you know what I mean? And some of that, most of that, you know what that is. Some of that just tinged with self-hate. That's just what we do. You know what I mean? We just hate each other. You know what I mean? Because I don't care what the given situation is. I'm not wishing and say that's what you get for anything dealing with this system. That's just my flow. But the thing about it is, and one thing that's been said though along that same line is, if this was any other black man that wasn't a celebrity, he wouldn't have gotten these many chances for the same offenses. Huh? That's what I heard.
You say he get these many chances, but it was repercussions behind every chances.
Yeah, but the level of probation, like for instance, with the first, what was the first offense?
The first offense was drug and gun crime. When they said routine.
Yeah,
exactly. Routine.
You only got what did he get? Like house arrest or something?
No, wait a minute. Let's go. I did this. Routine, meaning he only had a small amount of drugs. He wasn't doing no kingpin thing. He had the guns and the drug, and that got him 5 months. They got him 5 months. No, they got him 5 months. His initial crime got him 5 months in jail.
Okay.
With 5 years of probation. Mm-hmm. So every time he broke it, you know what I mean, there was always something else that happened. When he didn't report, when he didn't do this, he wanted to get an ankle bracelet. He wanted going back again in 2013. They sent him back for another 5 months and extended it. You know what I mean? So every time he did something, thumb his nose, broke the violation, he did get sentenced. He wasn't just like, oh, you broke it, go home. So he did. And when people say every other person I know that goes in and out because they keep doing dumb stuff, and I know them in my family or my extended family, they do a year. If that, they do 9 months. Like, damn, you keep going because they pee dirty, because they didn't report. They don't do 2 years. And they definitely don't do 2 years because they didn't have a helmet on, and they had perks or drugs in their system. They don't. So when somebody says every other nigga, that's what they would get, that's not even true. Not to say it has never happened. Of course somebody got knocked out the box. You know, the street, we call it roofing them. Right. You know what I mean? So yes, people got longest extended sentences. That's what the new Jim Crow is about, Michelle Alexander, how blacks would get more time than their white counterparts, and blacks and Latinos would get more than their white counterparts. Okay. But we're still saying that often that's still unjust, and it's just crazy that you can get 2 years for riding a dirt bike doing tricks.
Well, look, real quick, if you want
drugs in your system.
Now, you may have an opposing view of this, and if you do, or if you ride on what Shiesty said or what have you, give us a call here at 215-435-09.